left my phone upstairs. Oh no! What's up guys, Simmer Shiloh here. Welcome back to my channel. I know it's been a long time since I posted, so I thought that today I would just give you guys a kind of life update to tell you where I'm at, and then we're going to do some get to know me questions so that you can get to know the real me. So probably the biggest thing that's happened in my life in the last 6 months is I have moved to California. I left my hometown of Vegas. It was really scary, it was really hard, and honestly I am a little homesick because I miss my family and I'm not going home for the holidays this year. But besides that, the California move has been wonderful. It was awesome to get a change of scenery. Me and my boyfriend moved here in June and it's been awesome ever since. I was able to get a job pretty much right away. I'm working with Chipotle now. It's been almost 6 months that I've been with them. I was also able to get Medicare out here, or Medi-Cal I guess it's called. So I was able to get health insurance out here very fast. It was so much easier than it was for me in Las Vegas, and so far the healthcare system here is so much better than it was in Las Vegas. I always felt like a number back home. It didn't feel like the doctors really actually cared or anything like that. But here it's awesome. My primary care, he sat and he talked to me for like almost an hour when I went to my first thing because I had so many questions, and he was very patient with me. My dentist was really cool. I got some cavities filled. Everything, the healthcare system out here is way better, and I'm super thankful for that because in Vegas it was nothing but a headache. I have been on a medication regimen since April now, which is it's a little bit difficult because I don't have a psychiatrist. So it was like a nurse practitioner back in Vegas who prescribed me the medication, and now my primary care is taking care of it until I can get a psychiatrist. But I have been on the same meds. They have me on some anxiety meds. They have me on some mood stabilizers for my bipolar. I take some vitamins, take things for my hair. So yeah, it's really awesome. I've been able to do things that I never felt like I was able to do before. I'm able to handle conflicts better. I'm able to just like talk to people and not be so anxious all the time. So I dropped out of college in March because I had a mental breakdown. Like I said in my last video, everything just got super overwhelming and kind of came to a head, and I kind of broke down a little bit, and so I quit my job and I dropped out of school, and I decided to just focus on me and my medication, and it was a fantastic idea. Because being able to take that time off really helped me out with my mentality. I'm still trying to get that photography business up and running. Unfortunately with COVID, I'm trying not to really like deal with strangers or go out. I've been social distancing for the last few months and trying to listen to the rules that they're enforcing. So fortunately my photography business is not off the ground as much as I thought it would be, or as much as I would have liked it to be. However, I did do some headshots for my boyfriend that turned out really well, and I was able to do a maternity shoot for one of my bosses. That was super fun. Her pictures turned out gorgeous. So yeah, I've only been able to work with 2 clients. However, once COVID clears up a little bit and I'm more comfortable being around strangers, I'm going to be posting on Craigslist, I'm going to be posting on social media, try to do some shoots to get that portfolio built. That way I can start my business officially. So photography is still in the works. It just hasn't happened yet because of COVID, unfortunately. Another thing is, as you can see, my hair is longer than it was last time I posted. I posted that I really wanted to grow my hair out because of what had happened with the hair dye, when my hair just started to fall out in clumps as I was brushing it. It was really short. I did not like it at all because it kind of makes me feel like I look a little fatter in the face. I don't like short hair on me at all. So I've been using biotin shampoo and conditioner that my boyfriend's mom bought. Has been awesome, and I've been taking biotin vitamins as well. And in the last couple of months, my hair has grown out this much. It was like up above my shoulders before, and now it's finally starting to grow into long hair, which is what I really want. And so yeah, I'm very happy with the progress on that. I've been trying to take very good care of it. I did dye it black, box dye once, which I know isn't amazing for your hair, but I really like myself with dark hair and I just needed a change. So so I did that, and then nothing happened, like no clumps started coming out of my hair or anything like that because I've been taking better care of it, thankfully. So hopefully it keeps on pushing, keeps on growing, because I would really like to get it longer. And yeah, me and my boyfriend are still trying to do the RV thing. We're saving up money for our RV. I actually have a savings for the first time in my entire life, and I'm very proud of that because I've never been a saver. And I have been able to start putting money into an emergency fund as well as a fund for my RV, and it's awesome. Every time I open my bank account, I get to see that I have X amount of money in my savings, and it's really exciting for me because, like I said, I've always been the type of person that spends because I'm afraid that if I leave the money there, somehow it's going to disappear. so I've always been a spender and not a saver. However, I've always aspired to be a saver. My boyfriend's helping me out a lot with that. I'm gonna make a video probably pretty soon about different types of budgets and how to stay on them, because my boyfriend has been helping me and I finally found a budget that works for me. So I'm gonna give you guys some techniques here pretty soon. Look forward to that. I'm also gonna make a new goals video closer to New Year's, where I evaluate the goals that I had set for 2020 and I let you guys know how I accomplished them. And I'm also going to spout a bunch of new goals for the new year. Fuck it, without further ado, here we go. Where did I grow up and where do I live now? I grew up in Las Vegas, Nevada, and my whole family still lives there and I miss them dearly. I did move this last June, so now I live in Alhambra, California. And personally, I love it here. I think everything about California is better, except for, you know, the cost of living, obviously, but gotta pay a premium to live premium. So what was my favorite moment throughout high school? My favorite moment in all 4 years of high school was my junior year. We did this play. It was called Midsummer Jersey. Did I go to college? I did go to college for a little bit. I went for 1 semester. I enrolled for my 2nd semester, but then I dropped out because of COVID and because of a mental breakdown that I was having. But one day I want to go back and finish it. It's on my bucket list to get a degree. I just want to figure out what degree I want first. Let's see, what's my favorite drink? My favorite drink is coffee. I try to only drink coffee and water. Sometimes I'm not super good about that, but yeah, honestly, I could drink coffee all day long. What are my life goals? My major life goals are to travel, see the world, and raise 2 or 3 healthy, happy kids without trauma. Let's see, what is my morning routine like? I actually have a pretty good morning routine. I get up a couple of hours before I go to work in the morning. So I wake up, I start brewing my coffee while I do yoga. I do the yoga and then I pour my coffee for myself. I start to drink my coffee while I get ready for the day and get dressed and all that good stuff. And then I journal. I have 2 different journals actually that I do separately every day in the morning. And then I have a planner where I have habits and I check it off in there, and it's always a good feeling to check off my goals. It's been essential and really helpful for me in building my habits and actually turning my morning routine into habits. Most of them now I get up and I do it on autopilot, whereas before it was like new to me, it was weird, didn't feel great. It's awesome now. Let's see. Do I like sports? I love basketball. I hate football. Won't watch football with you, can't stand it. Me and my boyfriend are talking about trying to get into baseball this coming season because last season we weren't able to. So yeah, let's see. I don't like soccer, I don't like hockey. Like I said, don't like football, but I do like basketball and I have an interest in baseball, so we will see. My team is the Lakers. I live in LA. I mean, my team was the Lakers before I moved here, but I live in LA. We were champions, baby. What was it like to move away from home? Super bittersweet, very bittersweet moving away from home because I left essentially my whole family there. And we're a very close-knit family. Everybody lives in state. So it was really hard. I knew it was the right move for me because I needed a change, and I've always hated Las Vegas, but it was definitely really bittersweet. And right now, it's hard living away from them, especially because everything going on with COVID. I can't go home for the holidays to see them, even though I promised I would. And honestly, it's crushing me. So yeah, it was very bittersweet. I'm glad I moved here. Zero regrets in that, but I miss my family like crazy. What are my star signs? I don't really super believe in astrology, however, I have friends that are super into it, so I know that I am a Virgo with a moon in Libra and a rising Sagittarius. If you know what any of that means and you could let me know in a comment, that'd be awesome. What's been the most memorable concert or show I've ever been to? There was this tiny little music festival called OVC in Vegas a couple years ago, and I won tickets on the radio, and me and my sister, we got to go see our favorite band in the world, Panic at the Disco, at the Cosmopolitan Pool, and the experience was amazing. It was memorable. They played I Write Sins, Not Tragedies, and we didn't think they were going to, and so we got so excited. It's one of my favorite memories with my sister. It was very memorable. It was a great night. We were like pushing our way to the front. We had no money for water. We had no voices, needed water, fucking dying by the end of the concert, but it was all worth it, and I would do every second of it again in a heartbeat. I can't wait to go to another concert with her. What are my favorite values in my friends? It's really important to me that my friends are supportive, and they don't necessarily have to like what I'm doing, but as long as they're supporting me, that's a really good value for me. I just need my friends to be trustworthy, and then laughter, because I crack jokes, they need to crack jokes too, everybody laugh. Laughing together is what makes a relationship for me, so definitely laughter and fun. What social media am I addicted to? Okay, so you guys are gonna think this is ridiculous because I'm not. Everybody says it's for super old people, but I'm pretty addicted to Facebook. I'm on there like all day looking at memes, looking at updates from my family, all kinds of stuff. I see funny crap on Facebook. I think Facebook's hilarious. 99% of the population disagrees with me, but whatever. I wouldn't say it's my favorite. I would say Instagram is my favorite, but Facebook is the one I'm addicted to for sure. A big struggle I've overcome is my divorce from my ex-husband who I was with for 8 years. That's a big struggle I had to overcome because not everybody agreed with my methods for the divorce. I don't really agree with the things I did either, but you know, it is what it is. We all make mistakes. We're all human. Definitely one of the biggest struggles I've ever had to overcome. Who are my role models? Okay, I have a couple. I love Demi Lovato, and she has bipolar 2 just like me, so I really look up to her a lot, and I aspire to be more like her. I really love Gina Rodriguez from that show Jane the Virgin. I think she's freaking adorable. I think she's an amazing actress, and I love what she stands for. She has her own production company, and she's making this really cute Disney Channel show right now called Diary of a Future President, I think. Super cute. I don't know. I just love everything Gina Rodriguez does. I think she's freaking adorable. And I would absolutely die if I got to meet either one of them, Demi Lovato or Gina Rodriguez. I don't know what I would do. Let's see. What TV show am I binging right now? I'm binging this show called Younger, and it is freaking hilarious. Hilary Duff is in it, if you don't know who that was. Lizzie McGuire back from Disney Channel back in the day. But yeah, Hilary Duff is in it, and I can't remember the name of the first character, but it's about this woman who is like 42. She just went through a divorce, and she's trying to get a job because she hasn't had one in 15 years, and nobody will hire her because she's too old, she hasn't had a job in so long, etc. So she pretends to be 26, and she goes and she gets this job at a publishing company, and now she's like essentially leading a double life where she has to pretend she's 26 but she's really 42 and all kinds of stuff. The shenanigans are hilarious. I am in love with it. I found it a few days ago and I'm already on season 3. Definitely would recommend. Am I a city girl or a country girl? Definitely city. No farmland for me, no countryside. It's beautiful, but it's too quiet. I could not live like that. First thing I do when I get home from pretty much anywhere is take off my bra, free the girls. Oh my God, I hate wearing a bra all day. So, what's the last thing I ate? I had some cake for breakfast. Don't tell anybody. Shh, just a little piece. But yeah, I had some cake earlier when I got up at like 5. Because I'm an adult and I can. See, what's my favorite holiday? My favorite holiday is Christmas because it's a great excuse to be with your family, to spread love and cheer, and it's a good season to be thankful for the things that you have and show gratitude and not dwell on the things that you don't have. Christmas is kind of a little bit of a bummer for me this year because I'm not going to be able to go see my family, and that's what Christmas is all about for me. But I will persevere. Me and my boyfriend are trying to find something to do, maybe a tradition to start between the two of us or something like that. What phone do I have? I just got a new phone recently actually because my other one finally crapped out on me after like 5 or 6 years. Now I have the Samsung Galaxy A21, and I don't love the camera quality on it, but everything else has been pretty nice. And it's like a really big phone, so. What is my favorite thing about myself? Definitely my sense of humor. I don't care if you disagree, I think I'm hilarious. I'm always cracking jokes, always trying to see the brighter side of things. I will like make jokes in bad situations to break the tension, just laughter. My sense of humor is definitely like one thing I love about myself. What would I have been named if I was a boy? So if I were a boy, I would have my brother's name. I would be Robert Allen Carlton III, but you know, I'm a girl, so my younger brother, the 19-year-old, that is Robert Allen Carlton III. So yeah, Robert would have been my name. What's my favorite time of day? I love when the sun comes up. Sunrise is beautiful because it's so peaceful. It's like the calm before the day. Not many people are out yet. You can hear the birds. Sometimes there's a nice breeze. Sunrise is best time of the day. And golden hour, like the hour after sunrise or before sunset, beautiful outside, absolutely gorgeous. So I love the sunrise. It's my favorite time of the day. Who was my favorite teacher in high school? My theater teacher, everyone called him Haugen. He was absolutely the best teacher I ever had. Can I do the splits? Almost. I can almost do the splits. Not quite, but almost. Do I have tattoos? Yes, I have 3 tattoos. It's hard to see them on my inner arms. This one I have matching with my dad. It's Ariel and Triton from The Little Mermaid. Over here, it's kind of upside down, but I have Mrs. Potts from Beauty and the Beast, and my mom has Chip because Chip is her favorite character. And I also have a Project Semicolon tattoo. So it has been like 3 or 4 freaking years since I got a tattoo. I'm dying to get one, but I can't because of COVID right now. So as soon as COVID's up, I'll probably get some new ink. Because yeah, right now I just have the 3 of them. Let's see, do I believe in love at first sight? Fuck no. That's bullshit. You can't love somebody until you get to know them and their habits. You have to know the good and the bad about somebody to be in love with them. Otherwise, it's not real, in my opinion. How many people have I been with? So I haven't really been around that much. I started my first boyfriend in the 5th grade, and he was in the 7th grade, and his name was Austin. That lasted maybe a month. And then I had this boyfriend, Randy, in 7th grade, and I was with him for 3 months. Was with this guy for like 2 weeks off of a football team named Arthur. I was married to my ex. We were together for 8 years. And then I have a boyfriend now. So 4 boyfriends, right? Yeah. So 4 boyfriends and 1 ex-husband. What's under my bed? The floor, because me and my boyfriend actually sleep on a futon on a mat on the floor. We don't have a big bed or anything like that. It's really good for our backs and we love it. So nothing is under my bed. Am I a morning or a night person? So I definitely used to be a night person. I could never wake myself up in the morning, always wanted to stay up late, worked the graveyard shift for Pink Box, but things have changed and I'm definitely a morning person now. I literally get up at 4:45 in the morning just so I can enjoy my mornings before I have to go to work at 7:30. And old me would wake up at 7 o'clock for a 7:30 shift. But now I get up like at least 3 hours early so that I can do my morning routine and I can relax before I have to go in. Definitely changes my headspace. It's definitely better than what I used to do for myself, because now I'm able to be relaxed and be in a good mood before I go in somewhere, and then deal with whatever happens at work and be in a better mood about it. What is the first thing I do when I wake up in the morning? I open my eyes and I reach around for my phone, which is kept next to my pillow, and I check the time. What is the last thing I downloaded on my laptop? I just got a new laptop and I just got DaVinci Resolve 17 because they just released this edition, and that's what I'm going to be using actually to edit this video and all of my videos. Let's see. What would I name a child if I had one right now? So I like names that are not so unique that you've never met anybody with it, but I also don't like traditional names. Like I couldn't name my kid Mary or Sue or anything like that. Not that there's anything bad about those names, I wouldn't name my kid that. So I actually wrote down a couple of them. So for girls, I really like the name Aveline. You can call her Ava for short. I really like Lucille or Lucy for short. I really like the name Persephone, and I also think the name Storm is dope as fuck. For boys, I kind of lean towards Greek mythology names for boys. I really like, really like the name Apollo. I really like the name Atlas. I love the name Sebastian, and I really like the name Troy because of the movie Troy and also because of High School Musical. So those are a couple of names that I would toss around if I were having a kid right now. I'm not having a kid until I'm 30, believe me. But yeah, those are the names that I like. Let's see. What are some of the jobs that I've held? Okay, so I've been mostly in food service for the last 6 years, but I have had a couple jobs outside of it. My first job ever was at Campus Club School Uniforms, and I worked in the warehouse and I helped people find uniforms for their kids. And then that was a seasonal gig, and once the season was over, I got a job at the Circus Adventure Dome in Las Vegas, where I was a ride operator for the kiddie rides. After the Adventure Dome, I got a job with Raising Cane's Chicken Fingers. Worked there for a couple of years, tried to move up the ladder. I helped open a store, and then I worked at 2 different stores, but that job didn't work out, so I got a job with Smashburger. Worst job I ever had. Wouldn't recommend eating there, wouldn't recommend working there. It was terrible. After I left Smashburger, I had a job with Pink Box Donuts, which was probably my favorite job I've ever had. It was really awesome. At the beginning, I was working the graveyard shift. It was super chill. There weren't a lot of rules. They ended up going corporate, unfortunately for me, fortunately for them, but unfortunately for me, and everything changed and it just wasn't the same anymore, and so I had to leave. But my first year, my first year working at Pink Box was amazing. I freaking loved that job, and I'll always cherish the memories that I made there. I worked for a couple months. I was a receptionist at a real estate office. I was a bad receptionist. That's the only job I've ever been fired from. because I forgot to blind copy an email, and so they fired me over it. And I worked at Denny's for a couple of weeks as a server. I opened a new restaurant. They didn't respect my time, and they didn't respect the fact that I had school at that time, so I ended up quitting like 2 weeks in. But I did get this really cool pin for like a customer service award, and that's cool because I only worked there for like a month at the most. And then I worked for Insomnia Cookies for a couple of months. Probably the most boring job I've ever had. All I did was put cookies in an oven and take the occasional guest that came in, but it was so slow there that I was allowed to bring my laptop and work on schoolwork, so that's what I did at Insomnia. And now I am with Chipotle, and Chipotle is a pretty good company. They actually promote from within, unlike a lot of places they say that they do, but then they outsource. Chipotle actually promotes really well from within. The hardest lesson that I've ever had to learn is you can't help somebody that doesn't want to help themselves. If I could restore one broken relationship with a friend or an ex that I had, it would be my friend Caleb that I met working at Cane's. We were really close for a couple of years, and then I was really good friends with his wife, and we all just had a falling out, and the way that we left things was really awful, and I wish that I could talk to them again just once to get some closure, but they ghosted me, and so I don't really want to reach out. Makes me feel like I look bad, I don't know. But anyways, if I could restore any relationship, it would be with my ex-best friend Caleb. Talking about them is depressing. When was the last time I cried? Yeah, last time I cried was last night. I literally cry every day, actually. I don't know what's had me so emotional lately. I can't really figure it out, but I use my time, when I go to work, I work on the chips, and I stand over the fryer for about 3 hours, and I actually nobody realizes, but I kind of use that as my crying time to release some emotions, and it's working out for me pretty well so far, so yeah. Alright guys, and that was my 40 question get to know me and my little life update. I will see you guys next week. Thank you so much guys. If you liked this, don't forget to hit that like button, comment, and subscribe. I can't wait to talk to you guys.